guys, Courtney here with Courtney's Customs, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do a super easy Northern Lights tumbler. I thought this was very appropriate due to the recent Northern Light show that we've had. If you saw them, please comment below and let me know if you saw them like very, very bright or if it was really subtle where you lived. I have some beautiful, beautiful pictures that I caught from my own backyard here in Ohio, and I will post them for you guys to see. I was so shocked that I was able to see Northern Lights from my back porch in Ohio. So I really wanted to make a tumbler. Let me know what you guys think, and with all of that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in and get started. So I'm going to go in with some mica powders from the glitter grind. This is Invigorate, Calla Lily, Vintage Rose, and Riptide. And I'm doing a voiceover for this part because I had my mask on here, my respirator, because I'm about to work with epoxy, and you guys know that I do not like doing anything with the epoxy method other than, you know, putting epoxy on my tumbler when I'm done with each step. But for this particular process to make this tumbler, I'm pretty sure that the epoxy method is just about the only way that you could do it. So I have a good bit of epoxy mixed up here, but just because I'm working with other projects as well, and I am probably making like 10 mLs total stretch over that entire tumbler. You want a nice thin layer covering your entire tumbler. Now I'm taking a paintbrush, and it's really kind of hard to see with the darker colors, but you will be able to see when I get to like the brighter colors like the green and the blue. I'm taking a paintbrush, just kind of a random thing that I grabbed. You can use like a fanned makeup brush, and you might even be able to sprinkle it on with your fingers. But the point is just grabbing it with something and letting it fall onto the tumbler in like vertical lines. I'm not letting my paintbrush touch the tumbler. I'm just kind of tapping it on there until it falls. And you can put on as little or as much as you prefer. This is kind of like your own customization to it here. I was kind of using like the colors that I thought I saw during the Northern Lights that I seen at my house. So I'm taking my silicone squeegee that I normally use for water slides, and I am dragging my epoxy upwards. I'm not going up and down. I am just going in one upwards motion, and this is kind of making like that streaky look of Northern Lights, and that's literally it. So now I'm going to pop this back here on my turner from Mama Cups, and I'm going to let it spin overnight. I am not putting any more epoxy on it, nothing like that, just letting the epoxy that I already added spin and cure. And since we added a super, super thin layer of epoxy, it's not going to like move my mica powders around and not make it look like vertical streaks anymore. Everything's going to stay put. So that's why the super thin layer of epoxy is really important here. So yeah, I just let this spin overnight. No more additional epoxy has been added, and I'll come back tomorrow for decal day. Alright, so here we are the next day, and it is looking really, really cute. So now it is decal day, and I have a lot going on here. I've got a tree line silhouette that I'm going to wrap around the bottom, and then I have an offset here. Says it is well with my soul. I thought that would be really cute on this tumbler, so I think I'm going to add the tree line first. And what's going to make it difficult is this being a tapered tumbler. It's not totally straight, so this is probably going to look crooked, but that's okay because I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I'm actually going to put this on in sections here, and I'm just cutting in thirds. So I'm going to lay down this first section. And I'm not going to put it completely at the bottom rim, and I will tell you why here in just a second. So I'm not putting it down towards the very bottom because that is going to create an issue with my epoxy. So I put it just a teeny tiny itty bitty bit above the bottom rim, and then I'm going to take some black spray paint and do some touch-up work when I am finished with the decals. And all I'm doing here is adding the rest of my tree decals, and I am just lining them up to where each end meets with the other, and it all forms one solid decal all the way around. And again, I cut it in sections because it was easier to apply without as many wrinkles and issues, since this is a tapered tumbler. If it was a skinny straight tumbler, I would not have cut it. I would have just applied the entire thing. Alright, so I'm not sure if you can really see on camera, but there are a lot of air bubbles in my vinyl. So what I'm going to do is go through with a craft knife, and I'm just going to make a little cut right over the bubble and flatten all that out. And once we add epoxy, you're not even going to be able to see any little cut that I made. It's going to all blend in really, really nicely. Now it's time to add this top decal. And what I'm going to do is put the top piece over top of the offset, and then I'll pick it all up and put it on in one piece. Now I'm just going to pick a spot and stand my tumbler straight up, get eye level with it. Super cute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is take this outside and use the same black spray paint, the little black dress from Color Shot, and I'm going to spray paint the bottom and just about like an inch around the bottom rim. And what that's going to do is just blend everything together instead of just looking like I kind of slapped this vinyl on here like I did. It's going to look more blended. So everything here is going to be a nice solid black. It'll look good and smooth. And then I'll add the final coats of epoxy and this will be done. So this turned out so beautiful, and I just absolutely love the simplicity of it, how easy it was to do. Literally just put some epoxy on a tumbler, sprinkle some mica powder, swipe it up, and add decals as you please. Like, it was very, very easy. I love it, and I really hope you guys love it too. Before I go, like always, I do have y'all's cup of positivity for the day, and today's quote is, "You carry the passport to your own happiness." That is all I have for you guys today. I really, really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Again, comment down below if you saw the Northern Lights and tell me what you thought about that. If y'all have any questions, please feel free to comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Be kind, love one another, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!